cash money. What are we spending it on? Can we shed it? Can we shed these automatic things that we're spending on? This goes on to shopping, like I was mentioning before. What are we spending our money on? What habits do we have with our money that we can shed? Something that really, really helped me when I was in those moments where I felt like I had no money. Obviously, there was days, weeks, sometimes months where I couldn't buy things because the money wasn't in my account. Something that I started doing was when I did have money, I would adopt that mentality that I had when I didn't have money and almost pretend that I didn't have the money so that I couldn't just go and buy something. This is hard to do, but if you're wanting to shift the habits of just spending willy-nilly, and if you're wanting to shift the habit of being in poverty and being poor and having no money, that's a really great tool to use, and it really, really did help me, that one. Can we shed that habit of spending and not saving? Something that somebody else actually taught me, which was another really good tool, was in those moments where you go and buy another coffee, or in those moments when you go and buy something that really isn't necessary, instead of buying it, when you check yourself, don't need that right now. So instead of buying it, what I'm going to do is transfer the amount of money that it would have cost me for that and put that in savings. And that's a really, really good tip to use. I think the biggest thing with money is how can we shed the habit of spending unnecessarily? Is there things that we can put in place that leads us to positions where we're not stuck and we don't have to do that? And this is why the whole habits section of this series is going to be talked about a bit more like this, because it is just too complex to just surface level it. They all bleed into each other. So for example, if you take the food and you're food prepping and you're paying for food in bulk, that's definitely going to positively affect the way that you are with your finances. Are we lending money when we don't have it to lend? Say no. Or better yet, say yes to encouraging people and giving them the opportunity to learn how to manage the money themselves. Enabling people with lending them money is not helping them at all, especially if they're a repeat lender. If you know that they're going to pay you back and they genuinely have asked for help, then great. But if you know that there's someone in your life or a few people in your life that are trying to lend money all the time, and even if they do kind of pay it back, it's in dribs and drabs and it isn't prioritised paying you back, and it's a regular occurrence, saying yes to gifting them the opportunity to step into their own power is much more beneficial for both yourself and them. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. It's my pleasure to answer them.